Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is January 1st here locally in 2023. Almost at 2022, huh? Still have to get used to that new year. Um, yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. I think, I mean, also follow me on Instagram if you like. That's the only thing that I'm kind of pursuing creatively. So this one, and yeah, would be nice to kind of, let's do a random, do I have time? I mean, whatever. We'll just do a random one. How do I do? If it's hard, it's hard. If it's it is a hard one. So let's take a look then. That's fun. We'll see how hard this actually is. I was debating, you know, making it explicitly hard because I feel like I've done a lot of medium ones. But let's take a look. Today's problem is 2254 design video sharing platform. It's a premium question, so if you don't have it, we'll do it together here. So you have a video sharing platform. Users upload and delete. Each video is a string of digits. Sure, the ith digit of the string represent the content of the video at minute I. Okay, I guess that's a fun abstraction. The first digit is the content at 0. Okay, so on. Viewers can also like and dislike and turn the number of views, likes, and dislikes. When a video is uploaded, it's associated with the smallest available integer video ID starting from 0. Of course, you would never do that, but this is just silly. Video IDs being reusable. Okay. So then, so what are we doing? So what are the things that we have to support, right? So there's initialization, so maybe set up data structure. Upload, okay. Remove, okay. Watch, okay. So this will have to be linear anyway. Maybe. Excuse me. Okay. So, I mean, I don't think there's anything. I was honestly, I was waiting for. What is otherwise? Yeah, if there's a video. I was waiting for something tricky about this, but I don't think there is unless I'm missing. I mean, maybe there's removal and getting the smallest ID, but yeah, that's not, you know, I mean, I think the hardest part is just the video ID, even though in real life you would never do it because, I don't know. Yeah, that just doesn't make sense. You would never reuse ID. The IDs are cheap. You just get a random number from, any space. Yeah, I mean, basically, I think the thing I'm thinking about is just how to reuse the ID in an efficient way. Yeah, I mean, you could play around with it, but I don't think it's that bad because you could also keep track of removed. So basically, the thing that I would maybe do, and maybe there's an off by one, so we'll do it together. Is, well, first of all, let's just have let's just call it storage. I don't know how to name it. Let's make it a lookup table. And actually, because you can reuse IDs, you can actually just make it an array because it's an incremental ID where you can reuse, which is, like I said, ridiculous. But and in this case, you have to store, like in real life, in these things. That I think that's the problem with me with this problem, is that I'm trying to think about it in terms of real life, in terms of like if I were to actually design a video sharing platform, and if my presumably junior engineer kind of give me these specs, and I would question like 5 things on it, and I'll be like, what is going on here? Like, what are you doing? Let's work on making this design a little bit scalable. But I know that this is a fun problem or whatever it is, or a problem that's intended to be fun maybe. So I'm not trying to be harsh on it. But something that's, I'm struggling a little bit with that part of it, where I'm like, it tries to be real but not. So that's a little bit weird. But and I'm also thinking about, like, if you have a distributed system that does something like this, like you would also just not do what I'm doing, because what I'm doing assumes everything can fit in memory, which obviously is not true. And I'm thinking about like scalability and reliability, and all these other things that goes associated, basically system design, right? But yeah, and then maybe something like a free thing, which is a sorted list. Where's sorted list again? Sorted containers. And this will basically tell me that, or deleted, maybe previously deleted, if you want to say that. So then you can kind of reuse them in a quick way. And maybe that's it, really. And here we want to, I want to use a name tuple. We have time. This is not a competition. Let me look up. I think it's just from. Where is name tuple? Let me just Google it instead of me trying to think about it. Collections. That's right. It's probably already in there actually. Then tuples. Then I just say same dot video. Maybe just like. I always forget this exact syntax. Okay, so yeah, maybe like video is equal to name tuple. Is it name tuple? Why did I roll S? Video, and then now just the let's see, right? So we have storage, is it? Oh, I can't do name tuple. I mean, I can, but we want to. The reason why I say we can't, because I want to manipulate some of these things, and I think name tuples don't let you. I mean, maybe let's just do an actual class, right? So we have a class video. We have time. I kind of want to go to gym. I think that's the biggest thing. But we have time. So then we have. Let's just call it data. Is that a keyword? I hope not. I always forget all the keywords in Python, though sometimes they let you do it enough for you to mess up later on. So that's why it's always scary. So we have the data, we have likes. I mean, I guess that'll just be 0 for a new one, and dislikes is 0. Views should be 0, so it should be okay. So self.data is equal to data, self.likes is equal to 0, self.dislikes is equal to 0, and then self.views is equal to 0. In theory, we can probably just write it out as well. We can probably just like do a fetch data, maybe self start end minute, and then we could return self.data.start and inclusive, is it? Oh no, -1 inclusive. So yeah. Oh wait. Oh no. Inclusive. So yeah. So maybe n+1. And that should be good. And then we have, maybe increment likes. Oops. And this is what you expect, and maybe even return likes. I don't know if that matters. Let's just leave it off by now. Increment dislikes. And then increment reuse, maybe. I'm just thinking about like how these things are actually really hard to do in a distributed system. I mean, they will eventually be consistent, but to do it live is actually a bit tricky. And then maybe just like, because I think to support get likes and dislikes, so get just. Okay, right. So then we don't need a name tuple, and I think this is everything. I mean, if not, then we'll just have to add new things later. But I don't think there's anything weird other than the ID stuff, which maybe you get it, maybe you don't. But okay. So yeah. So basically, if length of self dot deleted is equal to 0, so yeah. Whatever. Let's do it this way. If this is 0, what does that mean? That means that we want to append it. So self.storage.append a new video. Why did I say video? Wow. of video. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. And then we return self.storage, or the length of it, I think, is the last ID. Is that true? -1 maybe? I have to double check that, but that should be the ID that maps to the thing in the storage. And then else, if that means that we should reuse one that we haven't done before, or that we have used before. So previous ID is you go to self.deleted 0, self.deleted, remove PID. I think that's the right syntax. If not, I had to look it up. And then basically self.storage of PID is equal to video, and that's pretty much it. And then we return PID. Remove is just self.deleted that remove video ID, right? And then we could clear it up, but it doesn't really matter. Like, for example, we could do something like, oops. Do I have to check some stuff? If this is video associated, so we should, and this is add to the deleted, of course. And of course, if length, actually, if video ID is less than length of self.storage, then this is the case. But we have to also double check that it is, it should be sorted set, I suppose. Then we could double add, but because you can add the same thing twice is why, but I think if we put in a set, then it doesn't matter, and this should be an item component thing. Okay, if I'm wrong, then we have to play around with it. I'll skip. Do I need to skip watch? Okay, so yeah, so basically, if video ID not in self.deleted, and I guess I should do the other thing first. Video ID less than length of self.storage, and it is not deleted, then we return self.storage of video ID, and I think what did I call it? Not that one. Fetch data. Start minute and minute, right? Otherwise, what did I return? Oh, the string -1, which is also really weird, but okay, fine. And then here just. Yeah, okay. I feel like, I guess I'll just put this here, just in case. But and this is a thing where if I have a decorator, then I could, okay, maybe I will update it a little bit because I'm sick of writing this like 5 times. So maybe like video found of video ID, and you would maybe do it with a decorator, but maybe this is a little bit easier. Is this if this is found? Oh yeah, it is if this is found. So yeah, if self.video found of video ID, if this is found, okay, fine. And then basically if this is true, then we self.storage of video ID dot increment likes, increment dislikes. I don't know why this is hard. Maybe just annoying. Well, I mean, I also haven't gotten it done yet, so maybe I'm gonna get something wrong. And I did forget get views. Oops. Video is not defined. Maybe my syntax is wrong on this. Is it new? That's not new, right? I forget. Man. Is there no like subclass thing? I always forget it. How to do certain things. It's been a while since I do Python professionally. Maybe I need to do that here. Yeah, okay, well. Can't do it as a subclass. I thought maybe you can, but whoops. Name is not an expected value. I'm returning none something. So oh yeah. Return -1, and then return -1. Okay. Just for some silly things. Okay. Apparently we got it wrong. I hope it's for a silly reason. So this is 0, this is 1. Okay. And we move to 4, it does nothing. We move to 0, it's sad. And then we upload this, it returns 0. Get watch again, and then like, dislike, dislike, dislike. But then get likes and dislike for 1. Why is 1 not here? Maybe do I have like a off by 1 on the thing? Where's my thing? This feels like it's good, but what's case 2? Case 2 is pretty straightforward. Okay, so I mean, this is clearly weird. I'm just returning -1 for some stuff that should be existing, but so this is good. So there's 0, 1, and there's 2 items, and so why is it weird? And then this is an upload. Okay. Okay, let's just put some stuff here. So there are definitely 2 objects. So then why is this returning false? Oh, I just forgot to return. I am just being dumb. I just can't. What does that even mean? Okay, well, okay, it's still wrong, but at least. Oh, I forgot to get views. I didn't update views for the watch. That's what I forgot to do. So maybe fetch data should be like watch data or something like this, and then. Okay. I remember that I didn't do anything with it for some reason, and yeah. And then just like self.views increment by 1. Right? Okay. So I mean, hopefully this works. Yep. This is just being careful and getting everything right. I don't know if there's anything really tricky about this one. The trickiest thing is the reusing of the IDs, which you shouldn't do in real life, as I always say. But other than that, yeah, let me go over the code real quick. This is my library. Everything is all of 1 here in I mean, depending on how you want to say. This is because this is all of n, maybe where n is the size of the data, in the worst case, but otherwise everything's all of 1. The expensive thing here is the self.delete look, so everything is going to be log n-ish, because everything calls this found function, which checks that video ID is not in self.delete. Yeah, and basically I just keep track of all the things that we deleted, so then we could reuse. Maybe this is like, you can think about it as a reused ID or something like that. But yeah, but this is log n. There's a log n used there, and you know this is part of every function, so it's going to be log n. Everything else is like everything else is all of 1 though, other than maybe watch data linear time for obvious reasons, but all of 1 on the lookup. Yeah. And I could definitely rewrite this as using a decorator that also passes in using like like a functor to what's it called? Is it query? No, well, I mean, you could pass in you could define it as a partial function with the video like pass in as decorator. I'm not going to play around with that today. Maybe one day when I feel less tired. I am going to I have to go to the gym, so and just like get my workout in today. So yeah, cool. Yeah, let me know what you think. I don't really have much to say about this one. Like I said, I think only once you figure out how to keep track of the reusable storage in a good way. I didn't even look at the constraints, to be honest, because everything is linear or log n, so I didn't really think about it. But yeah, and that's actually like not great in the sense that maybe I could have done something more naive, but I didn't. So I don't know. But because of what I did, it should be close to the lower bound. So yeah. Cool. That's all I have for this one. Let me know what you think. stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. As I always say, it is the beginning of the year, so have a great rest of the year. Yeah, stay good, stay healthy, to good mental health. I'll see you later and take care. Bye bye.